welcome back to today's video. Today we're going to be looking at some good, bad, and mixed news about the 2023 season of Monster Jam. So let's get right into it with the bad news for the 2023 Monster Jam season. According to a wiki fandom page, fans have discovered a source code which leaked this image. Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco? That's kind of interesting of a change. I don't know why, but for some reason, I guess next season, Jamie Garner's gonna run El Toro Loco. But this could change and could be fake. So, I really do hope this is not it, because I really do love Overboard. It's such a cool truck. I like seeing independents run their own bodies in Monster Jam, not run Feld bodies. I mean, that's not Monster Jam's fault. I don't like when people keep saying it's Feld's fault for having independents run Feld bodies. That's actually the independents who want to do that. So I don't know why. I kind of hope Jamie Garner can keep Overboard, because I love Overboard. It's such a cool, really cool truck. It's I really love the theme song of the truck. I like hearing the theme song whenever it comes out. So I really do hope this can get changed and we can see Jamie Garner run Overboard. Next up, The Rack sent me this image. He sent me this image which people have found through a source code, and it says Cole Vennard in Earthshaker. I know it's hard to see because the image is very blurry that The Rack sent me, but they messaged me through Instagram. That apparently somebody sent this to the rack of what somebody found in the source code. I hope this is not true. I love the Black Pearl, but again, there's a chance Black Pearl could be a sponsored truck, since the Black Pearls are part of like the Pirates of the Caribbean. So it could be a sponsored truck, but I could be wrong. If you guys know if Cole Vennard, if Black Pearl is a sponsored truck, let me know in the comments down below, because that may be the reason why we're not going to see Black Pearl next year. But I really hope that's not the case. Hopefully this is fake. I mean, the rack did tell me that the Jamie Garner one is most likely real, but the Cole Vennard one is fake. So we're going to have to see when November comes for the Monster Jam 2023 Driver Summit. Next up, there were some new shows that also got announced, but none of these were Camping World Stadium. When the original thing got announced, it said for March 4th there was going to be an event for Stadium Series Red at Camping World Stadium. I'd love to get another first quarter stadium show for Orlando, since we got a first quarter show in Orlando, a first quarter 4-point show in Orlando for 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021. We had first quarter Orlando shows that were 4 points. So I'd love to see them have another one of those. Hopefully that will get announced, but we'll have to see. Next up, although this is not necessarily involved with Monster Jam, but if you guys remember from one of my latest videos, the SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake, where we were talking about the not the fun edition, but the BFF edition, we now have Buckfan23 was polite enough to comment to me what the amount of price this was, what it would cost to buy the BFF edition. It's $249.99, practically $250 of an item. So, I don't know, I mean, that's not as bad as the Rehydrated Fun Edition, which was $300. I mean, maybe it's worth $300, but, I mean, it could be cheaper. I mean, you're getting a lot of cool stuff with it that could be worth some stuff, like the statues, the bouncy balls, the balloon, the game, the DLC costume pack. So, hopefully we can maybe the price will go down, but yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, that's a bit too expensive. I would love for it to be cheaper, but okay. Next up, we have some news I kind of feel mixed about. Like, I mean, it's good, but it's not good. I mean, it's good and cool news, and it's not bad news. It's not like it's like, if this does happen in 2023 Monster Jam season, and that would be cool. But if it didn't, I think I'd be okay. Next, first things up is Steve Sims possibly coming back to Monster Jam and Stone Crusher. Steve Sims has not driven the entirety of this year or last year in 2021. So, but a few days afterwards, when you go to the trucks and drivers section, it shows that he got an updated profile picture, or just like the other drivers that got announced for the season. So this is looking like a new profile, so maybe Steve Sims is coming back to Monster Jam. But that would be really cool. But if he does, what tour would he be on? I don't think he'd be on Stadium Series Red, because Stadium Series Red, because there's 6 independents per stadium tour and 6 independents, or 4 independents per arena tour. So he won't be on Series Red because the other 2 independents on that series are going to be, we're pretty confident it's going to be Jamie Garner and Cole Vennard. Whether they're driving Overboard, Black Pearl, or Overboard, or El Toro Loco and Earthshaker, we don't know. So he's not going to be on Blue Tour because the other 2 independents to still be announced for Blue Tour are most likely going to be Team Scream, which I'm thinking the Team Scream ones are going to be Joe Foley and Joe Foley. Either I'm just gonna go Joe Foley and Axe. Maybe Chris Kohler will drive Axe, Brutus, or El Toro Loco, or Joe Foley will drive El Toro Loco. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see as time goes on to see what the last 2 independents on that tour will be for Team Scream. Oh, he's not gonna be on the West Tour either, since the first 2 independents on that tour are Team Throttle Monster with Dull Wagner and Jurassic Attack and Bailey Shea and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And the other independent so far that we have announced is Mark Hall and Raminator. But we're pretty sure his teammate Kirk Kramer is going to be either driving in maybe Hot Seat or Ammunition. Although the Rack and Miguel Duenas on Instagram said they got into some sort of injury with NASCAR, so maybe he may not drive, so we'll have to see. And then he's also not going to be on, Steve Sims will also not be on Central Tour because all 4 independents for that tour are announced with the Talochkas, with Michaela Talochka and Brandon Talochka with Just Get Her Done and Megalodon. And then the other 2 independents on that tour being Zach Garner in Wildside and John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. So if you want to see him on a tour next year, he's going to get a high chance for being on Arena Series East. Since we only have 1 independent so far announced for that tour, which is Travis Mowry in Velociraptor. He's going to probably be with some other Team Throttle Monster teammate, which I'm either guessing it's either going to be, which I'm right now guessing and predicting is going to be Hunter Souza. Will probably drive Wrecking Machine. Or maybe Jeff Souza will come back to drive. Jeff Souza or Zach Jensen will come in to drive Rockwell Red. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what those will be. But there's a chance Stone Crusher and Hook could get on that tour. But I think I'd rather prefer for Arena Series East to see Brandon Budd and Wasted Nights and Bad News Travels Fast with Brandon Darrow. Next up is Hot Seat possibly coming back. Now, Hotsy did make some latter appearances in the season where he appeared in some of the latter parts of the season on Arena Series Central this year. But a few days afterwards, if you click on Trucks and Drivers and you click on Trucks, you can see they re-added back Hotsy. So there's a chance Hotsy could return. Or to be honest, I'd rather see Rammunition only for my sakes of doing my points competitions events for next year. Since I don't have to make that's another custom I don't have to make. I don't want to have to make a Hot Seat. I think I'd rather just keep my Rammunition. So we will have to see if Hot Seat will be in there full time, or if Kirk Kramer will just go back and forth between Rammunition and Hot Seat. Next up is the good news. So first off, I just discovered this, but it says additional drivers under each of the tickets, like underneath each lineup for a 2023 seasoned event. If you click on any event for 2023 and you look under the drivers, the featured competitors, you'll see additional drivers to be announced. Competitors shown are subject to change. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of small. Well, you can't read, but Which means, guys, there's a chance, guys, that this could be a sign that we could be possibly getting the announcement soon for when the Driver Summit is so we can see the rest of the 2023 Monster Jam season information. And maybe this is a sign. I mean, November is closing in right on us. We've only got like 8 days left of October, and then November will be started. We're almost exactly 1 week away until the start of November, which is very exciting to see what's going to be happening. Next up, some other good news is Halloween stuff. Now, guys, about some of the Monster Jam's merchandise here, we have pumpkin stilts that you can carve out. This is kind of something good news because I'd love to see more Monster Jam do holiday decorations. Like, for Halloween, we can have if we want to decorate for Halloween, we can have as you see right here, Gravedigger's the haunted house on Gravedigger and carved into a pumpkin. I was thinking about maybe for Halloween or Christmas, because I'd love to decorate my yard with some other kind of stuff like that. I love to decorate my yard with some SpongeBob stuff. I'm not I already do have some decorations in my yard of inflatables of SpongeBob stuff for Halloween and Christmas. But I'd love to see maybe some in the future inflatables of Monster Jam trucks for Halloween or Christmas. Let's say we can bring back let's say the Halloween Gravedigger from 2014. They can make that into an inflatable which you can decorate and put out in your front yard for Halloween, so you got some Monster Jam Halloween vibes. I think that'd be really cool to have some sort of Monster Jam inflatables that you can put out in your yard during the holiday seasons, for Christmas or Halloween. And then even got other stilts right here. We have Gravedigger, the Gravedigger logo with almost like a tombstone, and of course, the most Halloween Monster Jam truck ever, Zombie. Next up, we have this. Monster Jam did post on their Instagram the limited edition. Let me go look up there. The limited edition, a new truck coming soon with a limited edition of Gravedigger with Kristen Anderson. But Kristen Anderson could possibly be getting her very own truck. It's gonna be called, So here's what Monster Jam did post of it coming soon. It's gonna be a limited exclusive on the Monster Jam Superstore. Here's what Monster Jam posted. Kristen Anderson's blonde to the bone Gravedigger, her diecast, is coming soon. Check back next week to get yours. This is gonna be really cool. This could be a sign that we could possibly see, Ryan Anderson as Son of a Digger. I have heard people talk about, I think it was George Z in an interview at some sort of Speedway show in 2019, about Kristen getting her own truck called Daughter of a Digger, or something like that, kind of like Son of a Digger, like Daughter of a Digger, or something like that. So that, I think George Z was talking about with Ryan Anderson at some interview of a show he went to. So maybe with this limited diecast coming soon for Kristen Anderson, maybe this could be a sign Gravedigger will get a new design for Kristen Anderson next year. We'll have some new designed Gravedigger for Kristen Anderson next year. Which would be really cool, because then it'll add variety to the Gravedigger paint schemes. Like for World Finals, if we had maybe the 4 other diggers being Brandon Vincent. Let's say we have Adam Anderson runs the plain standard old Gravedigger, then Tyler Menega, Brandon Vincent, and Wesley Anderson can all run special paint schemes of Gravedigger, maybe bring back something old or make something new, like a green Gravedigger, an orange, or a purple paint scheme to Gravedigger. And then we can have Kristen Anderson drive her own Gravedigger, add variety to the World Finals lineup instead of having everybody run the same old Gravedigger, which I think would be really cool. Next up is more shows announced. Yes, we do have more shows announced for Monster Jam since the 2023 schedule announcement. We first off have Reno, Nevada. I don't know what keeps happening. And keep going back. What's happening? Who's hacking my PowerPoint? I feel like I'm getting hacked. Alrighty, so we have Reno, Nevada, which is gonna be, in fact, guys, a stop for Stadium Series Blue. How I know this is because I went into the other 3 arena shows for that weekend, and they were all the other arena shows for all the other tours. So this is going to be Stadium Series Blue. Another big one is Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium in Glendale, and so this is going to be a really cool one. I cannot wait for the big old Glendale Stadium to be back on April 15th, a bit later than they usually do. They usually do it like in January, February is when they usually do it in Glendale, so it's a bit later this year, but okay. I cannot wait to see that. That's also going to be a stop for Stadium Series Blue. Then the last one is Pensacola, Florida on May 13th and 14th. Now, I'm pretty sure this Pensacola show is either going to be for Arena Series Central or Stadium Series Blue. Since Stadium Series Yellow is already busy that week, it's not Stadium Series Yellow, Stadium Series Red is busy that weekend in East Rutherford, and Arena Series East is in Manchester, New Hampshire, that weekend as well. So, which only leaves for really two other options for tours. It's obviously Arena Series West, although they don't have a show for that weekend. It's obviously, since it's the West Coast, they're not going to be coming all the way down to Florida, since Florida is on the East Coast. So in Stadium Series Blue and Series Central don't have a tour that weekend. So it's either going to be one of those stops. So it's either going to be one of those tours in that lineup. Part of me is hoping for Series Central. Alright guys, and that will be the end of today's video. Oh, also before we end the video, Pensacola, Florida, I will not be going to that. Due to, I'm going to be busy that weekend with Monster Jam on my pool table. Well, yeah, kind of foreshadowing already for the 2023 season. My own 2023 announcement for what I'm going to do with my pool table shows and Steel Titans and Monster Derby shows is coming November 30th. So you all better mark your calendar and get ready, as that is exactly 1 month before the first show of the season. So that's gonna be a really cool event. So yeah, I'm not gonna be going to it, but so I'll be busy that weekend, and plus that's a 6-hour drive, and it just for that's like a couple hour drive just for a tiny arena show that I just can't go to, and plus we already spent so much money for Monster Jam this season, going to Tampa, Jacksonville, Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville World Finals. Miami is not confirmed yet, but we're gonna try to get that. So, so yeah, unfortunately, we're just not gonna go to that show. Maybe I'll do Sunrise this year, but I don't know. Next up is YouTube, guys. That'll be the end of today's video, but my next YouTube video, guys, could be either I'm right now currently having a lot of difficulties right now for my holiday racing, because I need my comments on for that so people can sign up. So I may have to re-upload that later, and that'll be my next video. Or my next video will be my end of the year show announcement, which is going to be taking place on October 26th, which is coming up Wednesday. You'll get to see what the venue's gonna be. Is it gonna be a stadium? Is it gonna be an arena? Is it gonna be is it gonna be a Steel Titans show? Is it gonna be a pool table show? What's the venue? What's gonna be the lineup? You guys are all gonna figure out on Tuesday for my last Monster Jam show of the year lineup. Well, technically it's gonna be like second to last show. But you know what I mean. You're gonna see maybe there's gonna be one show only for that weekend. Maybe there's gonna be 5. Who knows? You guys are all gonna figure out coming up Wednesday. Technically, it's not the end of the year show since I'm doing a show December 30th. So it's not going to be the end of the year show, but it's going to be the end of the 2022 season, and December 30th, we're going to be starting the 2023 season. So alright guys, thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about all this news. Are you hyped for any of these things coming up, or are you not? Tell me in the comments section down below. Alrighty, we'll see you all next time. Have a good day.